God would like me to talk about telepathy and how it relates to the life that we're living right now. Because why is this important? Well, for me, it's important. And now for you, it's important if you're watching this. Because when I used to live in Albany, New York, I made a video on telepathy, I believe, on my old YouTube channel. But the way I made it back then was still cool, but not as organic and not as like, I need to make this. It was more like me trying to show off that I knew a little bit about telepathy as a result of my twin flame connection. Which, if you don't know anything about the twin flames, it's just someone who has been sort of with me physically throughout a number of years, and then also spiritually. And this development spiritually and telepathically has become more apparent and more real and more like, this is very conversational in nature. Like, it's pretty crazy because my twin flame's voice will come in now. But the thing is, I've developed myself spiritually first as a result of my twin flame connection, but then later on, after doing a lot of growing and healing, getting with God more. And then it sort of just, that doesn't matter, but I'm saying that's the part that matters actually the most, the God part, because it's sort of like the icing on the cake. You can't really learn and then not be with God. You're just gonna stay stuck in the universe with sort of a weird, nasty, wicked, smelly vibe. Smelly meaning a lot of spiritual people who are stuck in the universe, they just smell like, I don't know, like incense or something. No, this is a true thing. Or just like, but the thing is with me, my swag has always stayed pretty good. My swag, but now I really own my swag. So it's like, whatever, I'm just very blessed. And there's certain people who are just very blessed. And I'm one of them. And I'm sure you are one of them too. Just find the blessings. Let's go back to telepathy. Telepathy, the definition of it is just being able to communicate with spirits, dead or alive, clearly. And you feel as though you're getting intuitive information, or you're having some sort of conversation, and it's not a joke out here. I used to actually think telepathy was like stupid and people were just bull crapping, but the more conscious you get and the more spiritual work that you do, cheers, the more meditation perhaps that you do, or the more toy looking that you do. The toy observing is better than meditation, what God tells me. He's actually saying meditating is actually more stuck in the universe. I still meditate, but not like long periods of time. I like to do the toy thing. Look, a baby would do this. A baby would look around at all the objects and keep observing. So pretend you're a baby and you're just going back and forth between objects. It's like meditation, but the opposite, with your eyes open. How open can your eyes be? I saw a baby the other day. The baby's eyes were extremely open. So babies are crazy with their awareness. But the more this awareness heightens, the more we're able to build the ability to... I think God wants me to make this video on telepathy only because he believes that everyone has the ability to do this. So say you have a good friend, and instead of texting, which is like after the natural, organic, spiritual stuff that we have going on here. Say that you want to build your telepathic connections with someone. Try it, see what you can do. If you're both aware that you want to do it, see what you can do. Now, I've just discovered the twin flame thing it's just become more, it's just crazy. And it usually is more detailed, more conversational when I'm in a quiet place, or even if I'm with people, but I still stay quiet within myself, which is something to work on. It's hard to stay quiet when you're actually hanging out with someone else or around a bunch of people. But telepathy is real, and I've also channeled a lot of artists. Most recently, that was really awesome, was Notorious BIG and Biggie Smalls, and it freaked me out because like his spirit appeared sort of like a bubble. It felt like a cartoon. I was like, is heaven a cartoon? I don't know for sure, but anyway. And then I started writing lyrics recently, like just started writing, and then it sounded like it was his lyrics, like he was supposed to come out with those bars, like, so whatever. And I've channeled people that are alive artists, and I won't name. But anyway, telepathy is really cool, and you can like make phone calls. Like say you want to talk to someone telepathically in spirit, right? Say you want to hear something. You can actually do the toy observation, like, and that's sort of like when you call someone, you hit the send button. When you hit the send button, just compare that to observing toys back and forth. Right now, I'm focused on my gym bag and my cart with my instruments on it. Make a phone call. Now, that's one way. Say you need something, or you're just having trouble staying in the moment and you want to get going again. You want to move again. You do the same thing. So, but say you want to telepathically communicate with someone like Joe, whoever, Ashley, whoever, I don't know. I'm just making up names. You call them. Now, if you're doing this and you're trying to call someone, they have to be spiritually in tune, or they have to be open to this as well, or they have to get a hunch, or maybe they won't respond, but maybe you're going to know intuitively that they felt something. But if you have two people that are open and ready for this, you can literally have a conversation with them and with God, because God provides this. Why do you think telephones have become so advanced? It's a STEM. It relates to what we can do here in this universe, what God has provided for us. It's pretty incredible, and it must have been used a long time ago for people to survive and to communicate when they had to split up. I'm assuming. I have no idea. It must have been so intense, but whatever. I'm a weirdo. Telepathy is crazy and it's real, and that's all I'll say. If you just hear about telepathy and you know it's real and you know I'm not bull you, I'm not bull you, then all of a sudden your awareness of it might grow, and you might become interested in this spiritual concept here that we call telepathy. And telepathy is often categorized just for like twin flames and stuff. Like, there's telepathic meditations you can do. I used to do that stuff when I used to be like desperate with that. It doesn't matter with her anymore. It doesn't matter. And also, when you know soul families, you can also sort of sense someone. If you sense someone's energy, or you sense something about someone, that's technically sort of like telepathy. And there's plenty of that goes on with me and certain individuals. So it doesn't matter. It's not a creepy thing. It's just I'm very hyper intensely aware of spirits coming in, dead or alive, because of just who I've truly become, who is me, or whatever. So that's it. That's telepathy, and we'll leave it at that. Coffee drinks for life in the sand.